Could the UFOs be Russian or Chinese? July 29, 2019. The UFO theme is being taken much more seriously these days. The issue is being discussed by lawmakers in Washington, D.C., the Department of Defense duty leadership at the Pentagon, and almost every major media. Could the UFOs be Russian or Chinese? The natural question everyone is asking is who is flying these UFOs? Politico site editor Brian Bender tweeted that Admiral Phil Davidson, commander of the United States Pacific Indigenous Combat Command, was recently asked about Navy reports on UFOs. Although there was laughter from the crowd, Davidson replied, "There is now a reporting protocol for these inexplicable apparitions and it says that the meetings were for a finite period." Bender does not mention who asked the question, but was asked during the Aspen Institute Security Forum. This forum is for senior officials, industry leaders, and nationally recognized journalists in the U.S. Some of the attendees at the event include NATO Secretary General, a former CIA director, Madeleine Albright, former Secretary of State, and a number of legislators, including California Deputy Adam Schiff. This is a significant meeting. Cutting-edge issues related to U.S. national defense are discussed with internationally recognized leaders and the mainstream media. Now that major institutions are finally realizing this, they are also starting to ask questions. The first area of inquiry is of course whether UFOs are high-tech human aircraft. If they are state-of-the-art technology developed here on Earth, are they U.S. secret aircraft or something produced by the Chinese or Russians? Defense technology journalist Tyler Rogoe has analyzed the situation in several articles for the Drives Wire Zone. In April, Rogoe wrote about a USS Nimitz group meeting with unknown ships in 2004 off the coast of San Diego. He believes this meeting proved that exotic technology that is widely regarded as the domain of science fiction really exists. Rogoe continued, "As uncomfortable as that fact is, it is reality. So we need to use this event as an advanced event when it comes to evaluating and contemplating what is possible and where the truth really is." The UFO in this case was described by the fighter pilot who chased it as a 12-meter-long white object that looked like a giant tic-tac. Rogoe has examined several possibilities, including whether it is a U.S. secret technology or perhaps Chinese or Russian. Rogoe wrote about the possibility that some of the UFOs seen by Navy pilots could be radar reflections. In the end, that is all a possibility, one of several to reflect on how we all carry on in what has become an increasingly historic and bizarre search for the truth. Many UFO enthusiasts are frustrated with this line of research. They think human technology can be dismissed as an answer, and we are wondering whether or not UFOs are misidentified as high-tech aircraft. Indeed, UFOs with characteristics similar to those reported by Navy pilots in 2004 were also reported in the 1940s, 50s, and 60s, when the U.S. Air Force collected reports as part of its official UFO investigation, better known as the Blue Book Project. Undoubtedly, however, some of these sightings were caused by high-tech aircraft. One of them is the U-2 spy plane. The CIA-developed U-2 inches Area 51. A CIA-published paper on the history of Area 51 states that since U-2 test flights began in the mid-1950s, there was an increase in reports of UFOs. This, in turn, led to Air Force Operation Blue Book. The document states the last statement is not accurate. The Blue Book Project was the third UFO study project, and began in 1952, before the U-2 test flights. But even though U-2 was not responsible for creating the Blue Book Project, it was undoubtedly responsible for many UFO reports. Stealth aircraft are also likely to be mistaken for UFOs, as are other advanced air vehicles developed in Area 51. Many of these planes were flying well before their existence became public. Could the UFOs be Russian or Chinese? One U-2 aircraft. Does this look like UFO? In other words, covert human technology as the answer to some UFO sightings is undoubtedly a legitimate line of investigation. The Navy recently came out with new protocols for reporting UFOs and said they take the issue very seriously, but they have not ruled out a high-tech possibility either. Task and Purpose, a military and veteran-focused digital media company, asked the Navy what they thought UFOs their pilots had recently seen could be. They refused to speculate, but the spokesman noted the widespread proliferation and availability of cheap unmanned aerial systems of this nature has increased in frequency from 2014 to now. When Task and Purpose asked the Air Force what it thought, its representatives disagreed that drones could be an answer. Air Force spokesman Major Brian Lewis told Task and Purpose, While there is a proliferation of unmanned aerial vehicle UAV technology around the world, we are not concerned that China or Russia has developed a far-reaching capability that we are not aware of. For those interested in UFOs, a discussion of whether or not UFOs are misidentifications of human technology may seem trivial. However, what UFO enthusiasts should be excited about is that the major media outlets are asking serious questions in the first place.